All right. That takes us to unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business?
Yeah, I wanted to give a quick update on the property and the partnership with MRWA. Marty sent me a couple of things because he couldn't make it. First and foremost, we will have a more formalized kind of report presentation in December with Marty, and then additionally with Sarah Simon, who did some of the programming with them a month ago or so.
Yeah, she's had students out there a
couple different times.
Just wants to share how valuable that is for us.
Yeah. So a couple of things just to fill people in since we last met. We did a site visit with the MRWA, the Muskegon River Watershed Assembly, consumers, and then also they're an environmental consulting group. They're a group that works with every big project that involves, changing the landscape. So they're there to make sure that what consumers is doing is both, legal and from an environmental impact sustainable. They're the ones that do the assessment on the creek itself. Right now, one of the assessments is it is too tall, like the banks are too tall for it to be really safe to go down and use as a resource for student learning. So part of the proposal is to widen it and widen the banks. And then while doing that, also create 4 or 6 kind of touch points where students can easily go down and do all of their assessing and work right there. The nice thing again is this is all being tapped into the larger project with consumers that has been reported on, in previous months. You may remember one of the big concerns we had, I guess this was a couple of meetings ago, was about the removal of trees to accommodate for heavy equipment and then this kind of restructuring the creek. It is not actually that much of a distance. It's like 100 feet or something like that from
50 on each side.
Yeah, on either side of where they're done. So I mean, when it's all said and done, it might be from me to the front row. That would need to be removed, and on a 40-acre parcel, that will be really insignificant as far as the loss of trees. The good part about that too is the consulting group that we're working with. Then they have to replant. So they replant one tree every, I think, 12 feet, which will then just be incorporated into the learning. And it'll be a variety of species that are, native to the area.
And then that's the vegetation.
And the vegetation, yep. So that was really exciting. We have, worked with Marty Holgren, their main science person. He's started working on some initial conceptual designs that will have, a driveway, turnaround, and parking for multiple cars, and then bus dropping off. In addition to the pavilion, which, if you don't remember, we already have the funds secured through a grant that Stephanie Doe wrote to the foundation. So now we're working in conjunction with the foundation, consumers, this other company, and then MRWA and ourselves to really maximize that property. We're still talking about the drain itself that goes under Walnut. That's a big issue with the creek's longevity and health. One of the reasons why the banks are so steep is because every time we get a decent rain, water shoots out of that like a cannon. So there was conversations about trying to incorporate a better system into place. So we're also working with the drain commissioner, who is also on board with this project. So all in all, everything is really positive looking. We're looking at, was it a 2025 time frame to really get this phase of the project going underway. But I did see on social media there were some questions about, you can see some signs if you drive over in that area that say the Wheeler Creek Trailhead. That was the part of the project that Sarah will talk more about and Marty will talk about in December, but they've already created basically a trail that goes alongside the river or the creek to then help with the programming that's has already begun. So all in all, I'm really excited. My concerns about the partnerships we are entering into have been, relieved after that on-site meeting. All reputable companies and organizations that have the best interest of our district and our students and that property in mind. So that's just a quick update. You'll get pictures and more of the details from Marty and Sarah in December's meeting.
Okay. Any other unfinished business to discuss there?